Hello, hello, hello. Dobrodošli u Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Nova igra. Nisam igrao prvi dio, ali kažu ljudi da nije ni bitno. Priča je nešto povezana. Jako je hvaljena igra, ovo je novo izašlo. Svi ovo živi sad igraju, tako da me jako zanima. RPG je medieval. Should be fun. Možda sam malo previše smanjio. Yes. Ok, idemo na new game i vidi što se događa. Okay. Only a handful loyalists stand by the rightful king, as always. Sakl. Ovi pucaju jebote. Nabavili barut od Kineza. Ovi gore se bore za život, ovi dole chillaju.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements, move! Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die? We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready!
Ova!
Take cover!
Hop, hop, hop. Ne znam kako je bilo jebeno ovo prije. U to vrijeme. Trebalo imat muda. Opa! I odmah smo u akciji. Get up the stairs for not ramparts. Let me... Samo da vidim settings i to. Prije ičega. Reload. Aha. A, s desnim klikom. Ima neki preko njih puca, dobro? Visoko, visoko. Help defend against the courtyard. Check. Mogu uzeti ovo? Mogu. Crossbow. Pazi ti kako je ovo strašno bilo nekad. Oni udaraju po vratima, ti pucaš po njima, gle. Kako brutalno. Okay. I will draw my sword. Ček, samo sekund. Malo je... Sound. Tako ću. Malo glasnija igra, smanjio sam. Previše. Dry Devil se zove. Press attack by holding. You can defend yourself while you're free look.
What are those fancy moves? I don't take no prisoner. Let him have it.
Možemo uzeti stvari.
I'll shoot you an extra asshole. Have a look for me. There's more of them. This one's mine. Get away from me. I'll hack you to ribbons. Knock down the ladder. You haven't a chance. Come on, then. Knock that ladder down or they'll overrun us. I'll tell you, you could smash his face in. Oh, it's hit. I'll shoot your head off. Help me! He wouldn't even back and shoot him up.
Mogu nog dan do ladder.
I'll shoot you an extra asshole.
Aha, to koplje koristi. Ova zvijezda je vjerojatno za defend i blok. Pa se ti kurči.
Just calm down.
Oh, Dentist Fortuna, fucking you rat. Jesus. You were only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Ovi su ovi probili vrata. Zanimljiv intro u igru. Tutorial. Several weeks earlier. To je ovo što ga je strela sad pogodila. Ne. Ovog lijevog je strela pogodila.
Good gracious, Harry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Možda I ne.
Anyway, this Auden, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
Ostaje, izgleda predivna igra. Sad.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Cuko!
Well,
Okay.
Henry, looking forward to new adventures?
Mi igramo ko
Adventures that will
Henry.
become the stuff of legends?
Agree.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their door.
Malo je FPS low, advanced graphical settings. Daj ćemo se na... Kaj?
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message
Evo,
and then
već
hop,
bolje.
skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some
Single
local
player igra
wenches,
ne,
eh?
nije bitno
But why didn't Uncle Hannes take
koliko da je
care of himself?
prevelik FPS.
Unless maybe he's just testing me.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't send you as his envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in
Ali je
captivity,
predivna
God
igra.
knows where,
Uf.
and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I.
How is that? Fortuna... Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, eh? Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing. Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Oj.
Stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Ovi su nešto agresivni.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
What is your place as soldier? Likes nothing more than to have a weapon in his hand and wear a strong suit of armor. He is also infamous for his short temper. Advisor, prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue, and a kind word. Scout, like to hide in shadows, so tough, silent, undetected by stealth. Choosing a place will give you some starting experience points, but the choice of what traits you will develop next is up to you. Soldier. No.
I serve Sir Hans as a scout and tracker.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Persuasion. You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogues, you will have a choice of some Option below that will define how it will react. But be aware, persuasion requires the other party to believe you. Speech, you try to handle a situation without conflict. Charisma, make use of your noble appearance and good reputation. Might, you try to come across as a hero, protector of the weak. Version, say anything to get your way, even using kind of manipulation, domination. Okay. Any decision can be solved by reasoning the other party. Dialogues. You have several options to have to react, but be warned. Party won't always believe you. Our reputation coin is stuttering. Vidiš zanimljivo. Kaže, threatening to a bunch of thugs with a violence alone is usually pointless. Just like claiming to be nobleman with straw sticking out of your boots. Znači, ne možeš izgledati ko seljo beljo i tvrdi da si neki, ono...
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. That's why we're talking here. We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you. Or is it not?
You don't seem like any messenger to me.
Oof.
More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a tracker? What would you know about documents? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Šetev. Lošar.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God, what kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow.
Aj mi se ne sviđa, ovaj...
Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Smrdi mi ovaj Thomas.
Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Vidiš mu u očima da je pokvaren.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Dali smo pitati za pomoć, da im pomognemo. Da banditosima.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank!
Be quiet, you bleeding hound.
If you need to wait, to skip time. Oh.
Go away, mutt. You'll get nothing from me.
Igra izgleda predivno. Ali dalje me malo... Na balans.
I assume you can hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
Come here. What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you not hungry?
O, to je moj
I'll
pas.
see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah.
Journal. Dobro. Main side task done. Easy rider. To je me. Find out what plan is. Find something other. Fit format and feed him option. Normalno ćemo nahraniti psa, alo.
That barking was a pain in the ass.
Lijevi alt.
Here, Mutt.
A. Kruh. I gljive jebate. Sve ćemo uzeti. Cheap wine.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God.
Chest.
How many times do I have to tell you?
We did die.
Playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
Easy. I always win, because you always lose.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
It's an Ashdero, eh?
Hey, Conrad, one little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game, and then you go and take my last grocery.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow. They'll surely serve us up some real delicacies at Lord von Burgoff's castle. And I'll be invited, too.
You might be right. After all, you're a noble's bastard, and Sir Hans always keeps you close at hand. All right then, here's your sausage.
Yeah.
And don't forget about me tomorrow. My favourite is boar meat with rose hip sauce and cabbage.
Boar meat with rose hip, ok. To ćemo,
Here, Mutt.
Moramo psa nahraniti, to je najbitnije. Prije njemu dat nek sebi. Tako, jesi naj, jesi. Sad vidimo šta hoće ovaj.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
They didn't do anything, though. Besides, that captain was just an underling.
Just an underling. How could you tell? Did you see how many men he had there?
He backed down in the end, though.
Because I kept you in check.
You better keep your nose out of it next time.
Treba će tebi spašavanja.
I apologize. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Inventory. Player menu, journal information. Opens map. Journal inventory. P. Player information. N. Codex. Dobro. Fino su oni ovo... E? 13 godine. Item quality. Poison is applied to item. Stolen. Okay. Sve se broji u ovoj igri. What? Current encumbrance, current money. Head, hood, ring, dagger, belt, necklace. Properly as... Jo, bok te vas. Head protection under helmet. You must always wear additional head protection under helmet, such as coif or hood. The helmet itself will protect you from being cut, while the protection underneath absorbs heavy impacts. Okay. Game some under chest armor. Okay, kilted hose under leg armor. Shoes under spurs. Ok, znači zapravo ti treba under armor da bi stavio armor. Kuži. Oh, pazi, 3 outfita. Use them on the fly. Each outfit is marked with its coat of arms. Item you equip. Okay, using full plate armor set. Close combat sneaking outfit for stealthy. Or even a dapper to some and to make good impressions. Oh! O, switch. Dobro. Ovo se switch. Evo ga. Stavili smo. Sviđa mi se ovo kako su podijelili. Head, body. Ok. Zanimljivo. Journal inventory player. In player type you can find all important information about Henry's stats, perk points. Ok, jako puno komplikacija, ali ok. Main level. Each, blah blah blah. Second. Else. Tam je sve isto. Zanimljivo.
So, should we start?
Do you think we're gonna fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword and come along.
Aha, treba mi praktisor. Ja ne, moram... Pipat.
Can we start with the sword play?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready?
Io kad te natambura me.
Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Now save the advice and try it yourself.
Stamina.
Gladly. On guard. That's the way.
Aha. Ej,
Wrong. That's the way. Good. Good. Nice.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh?
provam prvo ove
Become a real
pressing, drugi
swordsman.
the
Start your
opponent's
attack
attack when the green...
That's it. Pretty good.
Aha.
Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Why didn't you strike afterwards? You have to block first.
Ajde, ne seri.
Good, Henry.
Ej, nije bilo...
Good, Henry. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Aha.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
You change the attack zones using the...
Oh, Christ! Nice, Henry. Too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Okay. Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200.
Ima da me razbije.
Nice blow.
First hit.
Alo, ej. Ej! Nemam stamine, on ima stamine, kako? Ej.
Don't hold back.
Aha, to je kad nemam stamine, okej. Kužim. Ej! A, ne mogu ja njega dobiti, okej, razumijem. To nije fair, ali dobro.
Fuck me!
Halo. Nema, on mene izubija, ne možeš ni ripostat. Halo, ej. Nema zelene ove ikonice.
That was some wallop.
Now we're even.
Now we're even. Halo, ej. Ubit će me.
Don't hold back.
Weren't expecting that, were you?
Daj mi stamine, ovo.
Jesus. How did he do that?
Daj, puni se stamina.
You won.
O, I won.
On my own.
Woo!
I yield. Enough.
Hvala, kurc.
Fuck's sake, you're unstoppable.
I'm unstoppable. Boga mi me natuko. Kako je igra? Jako zanimljiva za sad. Mislim, realno, još uvijek je, ajmo reći, tutorial, ali je malo priča krenula. Okej. Dobio sam te pičko. To mi ne traje equipano. Može derat.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
That time we had a wager for your bow. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a bang in the head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then. It feels like an eternity.
God's truth. We had no lack of excitement. Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
I had to drag out strength. You could have carried that.
And if he hadn't started acting like a twat, he could have carried on with us until dawn.
He'd have to get his brain out of his crotch for that.
But I still can't figure out how you didn't have a sick head after. Mine was ringing like a church bell all day.
It seems I'll have to give you some lessons in the art of drinking.
Ono smo health uzeli.
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good?
Koja izgleda ko Blader.
Is she any good? Get me?
Brave, and that'll have to do you.
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Ah, forget it, you horny goat. This discussion is over.
Oni bi lovačke priče slušali. Ne može.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Oh, it's the whole time. Stealth. I was looking for some shelter, survival. Peace and quiet.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see him?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I've already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the Royal Chamberlain. He administers
njega
the
da
country
priče.
for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords. And that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Oof. I prefer shooting, ali...
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well,
I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him, even though Radzig is his real father.
Ali ovi mogu pričat u pičku materinu.
Leave it at that. No offense.
Who helped me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Kupanje.
Let's go and strip.
Mo se gleda da će nas ovim banditi napast, 100%.
Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages.
So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Ovaj lik je sve samo neozbiljan. Nekako mi izgleda mlado za kapetana nekog. Nešto.
Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a
U
good
to doba
heart,
su
but
ljudi
he's
umirali
never
jako
sensibly
mladi i ovakvi
born
onako.
with.
Ono, kraljevi,
Responsibility will catch up with him soon
kraljevi,
enough,
bog
though.
te mazo, postanu kraljevi
There's
nakon
no
20
chance of
godina.
me becoming a monk.
25. do 26. vladaju, onda crknu u nekoj bici. Rijetko ko je doživio neke ono godine.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench. Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
A, ne zna plivat.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Ovo je sad kao stealth misija. Učite igrica stealth.
Hear that singing?
Onda bret, zanimljiv tutorial su napravili.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
Only she's blocking our way.
Right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
this racket here?
It worked. Let's go.
Šuškaju po vodi na kakav stealth. Ajde, šuljaj se. Nisam mogla neku bolju pjesmu naći. Mislim da se ovdje radi o Mađarima? Tako nešto. Napali nas banditi. Ne. Osveti jebe. Sve su nas pobili.
Don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Nope.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine!
Oh.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Me zanima da li bi igra išla drugačije, vjerojatno ne. Da smo ponudili naći ove bandite. Pogodi me u rame, jebem ti sve. Ovi misli u oklopu plivat. Ovi nisu baš najpametniji.
Oh, Mott.
Peso, bravo.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? What exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait!
Ali imaš čim zaustaviti, začepit rupu, jebem ti.
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Pusti me da krvari. Treba je otrgnut samo da ne strši toliko van.
Lead the way.
Možda.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Nemamo ništa sad. Ni mačeta, ni kućeta jebote. Logično.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours
You are
fixed up.
wanted when I hear icon on the compass signal that was happening on you.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled.
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rock. And you, go to
Stick
the
behind me, buras sporsi ko puž.
They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, blood trail,
He'll see
everything.
us. We'll have to wait.
You want us to
Get
think
to
we
work.
could swim all the fucking way across? Shut up, or the chief will hear you. It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side. Stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you. Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish. Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing. We'll find. Leave it and get
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck.
Sa.
I played dice against left.
They're coming here. Stand still.
Keeping watch instead.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead
Run,
somewhere on the bank
quick.
up here. Why are we moving down instead of being high up?
Taci ubrzo.
But we were sent up top.
Ajde, ajde.
Oh, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Pulvar! They're fleeing to the rock! Hurry!
Vidio nas. A?
Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Ajde, hodaj.
Hey? Hans,
They're
shit!
here.
There's
Take
more of
cover.
them up
Run
top.
ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Špilju.
Hey, get over here. Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Oh, where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Here. Oh.
Ostavi me čovjeke.
I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided
Kakav
getting
lik
seen,
je.
and I only found my way
Ostavi
out
me na
of the
cjedilu.
rubble
Mrš!
a while ago.
Ti si mi vođa neki. O, vidi ti je. Uzmi to, zakolji ga.
Fuck you, Horton!
Udari me, jebem ti, sve ti jebem. Deflekto sam. Nemoj da... Ne, sad si mi udario stoko jedna. Ali se valjda trebalo dogoditi.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead though.
Super, ovaj priča s duhovima sad. Zanimljiv početak igre u svakom slučaju. Uopće nemam pojma šta će se desiti dalje.
If I'm not, then how come you chose a different path than I wanted for you? And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry.
Naravno, ja ubijem lika, a ovaj mu uzme sve i obuče se. Super. Da ti nije hladno možda?
You dropped out of the sky like a shot down hawk.
I prvo ga skine i obuče se, a onda mene budi. Vidio sam ja, sam živ.
Otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods.
Ja mogu, ali ti si sebe
No,
poslužio.
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. But we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
Nemoj mi ti pomagat, molim te. Sve se bojim. Main quest started. Fortuna.
How are you holding up?
Šta, nije mi dalo odgovoriti.
For Christ's sake, Henry, talk to me. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cable. Jesus.
Haluciniram.
Do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
Jako da sam se najeo... Da sam se najeo gljiva je.
Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Skalitz, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
Ovo je valjda događanja od prije. Vjerojatno iz prve igre. Trebao bi pogledat, ja mislim, video na YouTube-u. Kao story prve, jel povezano je. Ovo kao je direktno nastavak, ali... Dosta ljudi nije igralo ništa.
Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry.
What are you? Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No, you do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake!
If it happens, you'll take
Come
care of you.
on! Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
No.
Please.
Tako mi čača umra.
There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Rez direkt po vratu.
Don't give into it. Hang in there.
Zaklali mi familiju.
We'll make it together. You'll see.
Nadam se da sam
You're a
ih sve
warrior,
pobio
you
u
can do
prvoj
this.
igri.
It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light.
Da nisu banditi možda.
See it?
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Možda su to one žene. Su bile na vodi, pa nam pomognu zato što smo kao viknuli da bi ih spasili.
Hold on. We.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not.
Baba neka?
We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, stop!
Uzeo mu je odjeću, nije mu uzeo mač. I onaj mace, šta je već ima.
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Are you alive, lad? Jesam, sjeban, krvarim. Bježanije.
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
Dobro, daju backstory, to mi se sviđa.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Kralj, znači, Sigismund ovaj protiv kog se borimo, kralj Hrvata, bog te mazo. Jesi kada znaš? Sliko je lošu sliku o nama.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What?
Mađari.
Where would you be? Here in my
Mađari i
cabin, where you and that
Hrvati.
pal of yours burst in last night.
Baba me zakrpala malo.
Slowly.
I on je preživio. Šta je on u zavojima, majke ti? Ne može jednog čovjeka, on živ i zdrav, ne može jednog čovjeka istući.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a
Pa ga je valjda izrezao.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I had worse.
About worse. My shoulders things a bit, but I'm alright otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the
Dobra
pot on the
bakica.
fire.
Bakica mi
If
za sad
that ain't
najdraža.
enough, I put some bread
Žena
and
me
cheese
obukla,
on the
došla,
table
nahranila.
outside for you.
Nije zašla baš
And you'll
najbolje,
find
ali
some of our home-brewed liquor there
this time.
too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it though.
Žena mi je danas bila jako sretna što je
Thanks a
napisala
lot.
poruku prije tebe.
God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Božena's my name.
Božena.
And I'm Henry.
Dobra žena
I
Božena.
know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Terrible fall. Miraculous. You saw a terrible fall. You have several main level skill and perk points due to extensive injuries. You have no choice but to recover and regain them gradually later in the game. Ok. Jel se to moglo zaobići s tim da se ja njega mogu natući? Ne vjerujem, ali dobro. To je jedan. You're bleeding. Bleeding gradually depletes your life and can even kill you. To stop bleeding, open eye. Apply enough bandages.
Damn! This wound.
Eye.
It's still bleeding.
Okay.
Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Aha, ne mogu. Ima pot kakav. Još igra sad radi baš lijepo. Lockpick. Sleep and save. Piercing arrow. A, vidi strijela. Marksman kit. Dobro. Killer's kit. Sve lutamo. A ne nikakav pot da uzmem. Eat from the pot.
That's really good. Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Više nisam gladan. A još jednom ću. Kaže čestita. Njoj čestitaš, jel?
You're going to need all the saints watching over you. And the Holy Virgin and all.
Daj. Sir. Naps. Saving the game. The game saves automatically during important moments or when you quit using the save and quit option in the menu. You can also save by sleeping in your bed or by drinking some savior schnapps.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Ok, žena neka vještica. Ona mi je pomogla. Growler. Loot. Miner's hood. Šta je uzet? Bra? Hunting
This
sword.
would be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Wash yourself.
Ah, I feel like a new man.
Miner's hood. Even budget levels lets you place potions. Put into you can. Okay. Aha, ovo ima bolje. Ovo oprat sve. Hoće da, čekaj, i ovo ćemo isto oprat onda. Zanimljivo, sviđa mi se ovaj. Ok, ovo ima malo bolji protection. Ok. Torch imam ekvipan. Idi pa žuti do cotki. Pođe dogi. Mogu 5. Šta kaže? Što je se to Božena?
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a...
Okay.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow.
Great.
Okay.
I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get seeing him lying there.
I understand. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble.
Well, if you think you can manage it...
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be... When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you...
True.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes...
All right.
Okay. Lopata. Codex. Tools. Food. Nemoj me napast, svinja.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
A ovdje ću. Aha, ne. Kak da uzmem? Zašto mi ne da travel? A, ovdje. Dobro. Okay, that's good. Nije htjelo udarit prije. Čekaj, da ja ulovim tu svinjicu. Mogu. Dođi. Dođi, imat ćemo mesa. To. Samo bježi prema kući. Gle ovo. Koliko možeš hitova Dobro. Ne, pobjedila si. Pa idi lovi tamo ono. Možda ne možeš ubiti, možda je babina svinja. Ok, idemo naći kamilicu i...
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Kamilica?
Chamomile.
Nakupi, tako. Vidiš kak glava ne boli. I ovo je Sage. Crystal. Evo.
Purple flower, sage. There we go. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Okej, dosta. Malo sam gladan. Pasla.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
And who are you, fellas?
We're from Lord von Bergov, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Bergov, and I ain't never seen you before.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Ili su banditi, ili stvarno poslu bandite da nas povijek.
Woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. And when I say we're from Bergov, then we're from fucking Bergov. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry.
I was treating 2 fellas from Cheleos. Got badly beaten up in a brawl in the tavern there yesterday.
Now, isn't that a coincidence? Right at the time when we're looking for 2 battered murderers around here. Out with the truth, you old hag, or we'll torch the whole place under your feet.
I'm telling you the truth. I treated them and they went on their way. Go and ask Cheleos about them.
We'll see about that. Now move! I'll have a look inside.
Better not go in there. There's a fellow from Tomahawk lying there with dysentery. Unless you'd like to be lying for weeks in a pool of bloody mucus that's coming out of you both ends at once.
Oi! Oi! All right then, we'll skip the search. But if you're lying, there'll be hell to pay. Cosley, you keep watch over there. I'll have a little look around.
Sakrili smo se, valjda se.
Hey. Ah! 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 Christ, it's fucking butchery!
What?
Ah! Shit! I can't. Ah!
Prepaj.
You're a dead man.
Dođ.
Face your maker. No!
Dođi. Dođi. Nikog neću pošto... Ih mogu pobiti. Dobro, jedan je umro. Drugi di je? Pobježe mamuti, jebem. Bjež tamo. Stoko jedna. Nije htio pobjeći. Ovaj je otišao, pogledaj tamo, otišao je u drugu šupu i vratio se vamo. Ja rekao možda igra hoće da ga zakoljem. Mislim rekla bi mi, ček da ga lutamo, di. Možda sam zajebao, možda će sad baba najebat radi ovoga, ali...
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they
Aha,
were?
misli,
I
dobro.
don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for two bandits that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my
Papa,
Buffalo
najbala
wasn't here.
najviše.
Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Mi jesmo.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't.
Promises are made to be broken, but...
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. But what he needs most now is that remedy.
Here.
Excellent. Now I gave you two the last of my supply during the... It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But you can do it too. My eyes are so bad, it'd take...
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but...
That's grand. And not to worry, I have a book here with the recipe. But it'll be better if I tell you.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut.
Okay.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Okay. Kamilica. Čekam jednom. Stameljem sage. Natočim decoction.
All right. First, You have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Aha, ova sa crtom. Ova sa crtom. The fuck?
Have you poured it in?
Čekaj. Prvo, pass the camel and boil for 1 turn. Bring the sage and add it to the infusion. Finally pour. 2 ovaj, 1 ovaj treba.
Have you poured it in?
Yeah.
So, what did you pour in there?
Water.
Why water? You were supposed to pour in wine. Empty it out and start again.
O, Isusa, ti piše vino. Aha, vidim. Vidim. Kuš, vidim crtu, ali toliko se loše vidi na ovome da je to strašno. Znači, ovo je sa crtom. Ulje je samo trokut, ovo ima crtu ispod.
Don't worry, I poured wine in there. I don't make the same mistake twice.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Okay.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Zanimljivo, jako zanimljivo.
Before
Dobre
you put it
mehanike.
on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Ok, kužim, znači prvo boiling pa onda ovo.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Zanimljivo.
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Decant or distilling, depends on the recipe. Can the portion take the file from the shelf on the left and select the cauldron holding. The distill take file and select the
Have you finished it? Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Imamo male belov. Mount 2. Ok. Zanimljivo.
Here it is.
A healing potion.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
I really need to eat something. It's empty.
That decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you and the Almighty.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Ovoga samo noćne more.
Fucking sword.
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
More backstory? Good,
Why
good,
would I
good.
miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Oh, fuck.
Bad dreams.
A, to kćerova.
You must be Pavlena.
A, Pavlena.
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped
A, brbljavac.
That sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you.
Bad dreams, yes.
Van Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. It might sound strange, but I feel
It doesn't sound strange, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility. After all, a sword has two edges.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like...
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you.
I expect you're right. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what...
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. Breakfast is... and we must say...
Ajde, daj hrane i...
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Njam, 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 njam. Increasing Henry level. Unlock other... okay. Porting available per point. O, bog te mazo, koliko tog ima. Zanimljivo. Ovdje ne mogu ništa. Zanimljivi skillovi. Ovdje mogu. Najtraj imala attachment horseback costume. Sound master. Dobro, zanimljivo. Stealth kill. Oh, okay. I like this. Bushman. Može. Iveri. To što ne. Dobro, za sad imam još poena, ali neću sve sad iskoristiti.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join...
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your... And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. But je ne told... I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first...
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your...
Well,
And
I
I'd say
made it
express-
mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia.
I told you about them, though. The fellas and...
What?
It's just what I heard.
Ah.
That's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here.
What could they want from us? But the thing I want to know is...
Well, as I said,
Well, there must have been 10 of them.
you must have been seeing...
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth.
Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck.
Fortuna Juvat.
See
Ah,
now,
nauči je.
you fu-
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a...
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back.
Gracious! Raiding a castle!
Indeed it was. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off...
True.
You're quite welcome.
Do tell. What else?
Quite a lot of... We came here on an important mission, and we have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can.
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Cheliot.
All right.
I'll prepare a bit of food for...
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as...
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajana.
I have something. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her. I want to thank you. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger. It's not all that...
Thanks.
No doubt.
Hans is right. God
recipe.
bless you.
And you too.
As
Okay.
Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets.
We have to go back to format. I saw
And I succeeded.
thought at the pa. I saw thought at...
Sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself, but you're right, we shouldn't just leave it. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's...
He saved my...
So did our first Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you.
Hold on a bit. Istvan Toth.
Toff? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. But that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's, and Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his... It was dark.
I saw him, the bastard.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. Come on. Let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
cutscenica. Malo dugačak intro igre, onako ide i priča se. Ali zanimljivo, ne mogu reći, meni je bar zanimljivo. Skoro prosu vodu jebati. Bakici. Evo doslovno intro igre kao Deep Silver Present. Da se glupiraju. Ali neko svira gajde, a? On se smješka. Mat! Je li? Nije to mat. Kako? Pas ih naganje. Kako divno je. Aj mali intro video je divan.
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Izgleda kod dva klošara.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Ne znam, će ti ko vjerat izgledaš ko klošar. Sad ću vam reći, fuck off, we're closed. Polio ga govnima je.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capel of Perkstein, heir
to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste
Kako
on
nas je
you.
ladno ojebo
Be
lik.
gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Ić napit se. A s kojim parama ne znam.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
No, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how...
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So I suppose the best thing is to go back to Ratai and eat crow, eh?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawl. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a...
Yes, and how come they got away with it?
Because we camped at that fucking... We've got no message, no...
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine.
Nothing will be... I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just...
It's not your fault they died.
We have to take care of their bodies at least, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high.
Al dente.
Al dente fortuna juva.
Okay.
Food.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
To je ova sponda.
Woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench.
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like...
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I thought we divided up.
Ok, game save. Tu ćemo stati za sad. Dosta za jednu epizodu. Uvod smo prešli i sad je ovo tehnički prva misija prava. Intro i tutorial smo riješili. Igra mi se sviđa se sad do jaja, a nismo ni počeli, realno. Malo uvoda u priču i to je to. Tako da hvala kogod je gledao i vidimo se u sljedećoj epizodi. Uživajte u ostatku večeri i čao.